Boost the world, everybody. Today we're gonna be dropping the most anticipated Boost District top mount twin turbo kit video. You guys have seen it before in action, but today you're gonna get a complete breakdown with a lot of action. We're gonna go to the track, we're gonna see dyno numbers, we're gonna get some actions in the street. We're doing it all right here, right now in today's video with all these three of the Boost District top mount different versions kit. You guys have seen the bottom mount kit plenty. We've done hundreds of those now, and today we're gonna be discussing what the top mount is. Quick spool time. You can use your stock exhaust so you have different valve settings on it, or you can run a different cat back in place. You have a 1500 horsepower intercooler, plus it sounds amazing. In this video, you're gonna hear it in action, and the videos will not do it justice, but you can hear a big difference on it. So we have the coupe version right here, which you see the top mount turbo kit in place. Mr. Jim opted for the Z06 center exit exhaust, but it does work on both the side exit and the center exit if you'd like to. And now that you're gonna see for the first time in his channel, the convertible version, which is the exact same kit, but now you can see it fits the convertible with no issues. This has been heat tested and driven for almost 700 miles with zero issues and zero deterioration in the heat inside the engine bay, because we do have some badass components to insulate it and keep it away from the heat and safety. So this car also did get a Z06 style center exit exhaust just because the owner wanted it to look really good. And again, there's a Stingray, so it's available for the 6 Stingray exhaust exit too. Now, you guys have seen this before, but I'm gonna reiterate. The coupe version is also available on the wild exit, which is the roof exit that you see right here. There's your exhaust pipe, and your exhaust is right there. You can see it spit flames and just have the badass exhaust on the roof if you have a race car and you want to go that route. So that's the 3 versions available for it. Roof exit, street exit, which is also fits the coupe and the convertible. So I guess two actual options on it. So the coupe kit fits the convertible, but the roof exit is only available for the coupe, because in a convertible you have your actual roof that goes into it, and that's why that goes. So now let's get to why this kit is actually beneficial. First, you get valved exhaust. You can hear dual mode if you want. You have the quiet mode, loud mode. You never had that option before. Second, the spool time. The spool time on the top mount kit, since the turbo is just like a ZR1, it's right next to the headers. The turbos spool a lot quicker. You get full boost at 3000 RPM instead of seeing it 45 or 5000 RPM. These cars are driven a lot in the street. You want to feel that power download just like a supercharger, and this is the best you're gonna get for what we have with these setup. Quick spool time, valved exhaust, plus it sounds good. That's what's really gonna sell this. You can hear this on your engine bay, super loud and nice. The quiet mode is also available, but the loud mode, you see it, Corvette guys who want to be outlandish and want to be seen. If you want to be seen and heard, this is the kit for you guys. So let's get to the driving portion of this and I'll show you guys what's going on.
Alright, what you up to?
I think I got the Antilag to work on a 2025 ECU. This is gonna be the first one, a prototype car. So I want to show it to you. I want to show it to you guys, and I want to show you guys the difference between Antilag and just regular flat footing it. So Alex, get in here. Let's go take it for a rip and show you guys Antilag.
Alright, let's go. So it's gonna be like your E-ray, like on those dyno poles?
Yeah, just like the E-ray with the dyno poles on that. Basically, I'll show you. You know, have you been in a boosted C8?
Nah.
Okay, well, let me get this camera real quick. Alex and I are about to go for a fun ride on a boosted C8.
Let me buckle.
Don't cut this part out of the camera. Don't be a little, you know. All right, let me just make sure data is good. All right, here we go. Take it for a repeater. All right, C8. We've done lots of C8s. We're the only one that does Antilag. We made the code, we built the code, we have mastered the code. And this a 2025. I bought it specifically to learn convertibles and what fits, what does not fit, what works, because 53% of C8 Corvettes are convertibles. I did not know that. As soon as I learned that statistic, we had to buy one. The ZR1 is a coupe, the E-Ray is a coupe, the Stingray is a coupe. There's the only convertible. So we'll do a quick pull, just flat footing, so you guys can see the difference in power and how the torque hits. So I'm just gonna hit it 25. Let me get up to 25 miles per hour. I'm gonna floor it at 29. You can see the power gradually comes in, and it sounds amazing. This is the first couple runs with the car, so don't expect perfection, but it does sound good. We still need to modify the file a little bit so it shifts better, it cleans itself up and whatnot. So now let's give you guys a quick demonstration of Antilag. Same thing. For this one though, you want to downshift to the proper gear. So 29 miles per hour again, same thing. Hold the button this time. You can see right there, it hits. It feels good.
Holy crap, that was...
You feel that too? Okay, as long as it's just not me that feels it.
I feel it.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to show it in the camera.
Yeah.
But do it one more time. I gotta change something in the file to make this to make it hold a little firmer. But we'll give another demonstration. We'll go back in the shop. So second gear. You need to hold the button. So hold on, let me try again. So back to second gear. We need to click the button. Once that button is clicked, I'm holding in flat foot. Just like that. Alright, it's starting to drizzle, so we'll be a little responsible.
To be continued.
To be continued. But yes, you feel the power difference, right? Like just rolling into it, you feel like, oh, don't meme me, Diego. But with the Antilag, hold it, I'm floored. You can feel it hits hard like a supercharged car. That's exactly why we need to do this, because that's what turbo cars are missing. And we got it done, we got it dialed in. Now we gotta show it to you guys, which here it is. So perfect functionality, no check engine lights, no issues, car rips. That's the way they're supposed to be. Give it some time. C8 Corvettes will be heavy hitters in the streets. I guarantee it, especially a Boost District C8 Corvette, because nobody can match us on this performance. Come on now, look at this. Talk about a C8 factory. Besides Kentucky, Ferris, Texas is another one right here. All right, you show-offs. Another setting or another feature that we added to the C8 Corvette that we custom coded. You guys have seen this in the Stingray, and now you're seeing it available now for tune only if you guys want to, or for turbo or NA cars, or supercharged cars. It's two-step. You guys like flame splitting out there? Now, so we made a code for it. Now the Antilag button is the cancel button in the cruise control. The two-step is the down button in the cruise control. The only way this works is if your cruise control is deactivated in the dash. So dash is disabled, you hold it down, and you hold it, this is set for 4500, so let's give you guys a quick demonstration. Hold the button down, hit 4500 RPM, and it will split flames. So let's show you guys a quick demo in the back. Way too loud. That is insane. I thought the Stinger was already a little wild in two-step. This thing is another level. So anyways, let's get to the dyno portion of this car. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Pretty good numbers first time out. That's low timing, safe, conservative, daily driver application. Good numbers first time out on this thing. So let's see if we can pick up a little bit more. cleaning up the data a little bit. We pulled a little bit of power out of it to keep the engine happy. The main goal in this car is for it to go 1050s, and we have enough power to do it. And I think we're good here. I might cool it down, just to cool it down for data purposes and kind of learn from there. And we'll make one more hit, and also maybe do an Antilag hit right now too, so you guys can just get a power level on it. You look at that initial hit on the horsepower and torque. The Antilag, let me see if I keep working. Hitting the Antilag button gave us 379 to 440. Yeah, 60 horsepower off the hit and 60 wheel torque. Just clicking that button and letting it hold the boost and let it go. So that's so cool. So cool to have the functionality that we built here.
And the crazy part is, there's no extra buttons on the steering wheel.
It's just all through your cruise control buttons. What an awesome thing that we built here. And the next thing that we add on this car is two-step.
Exclusive to Boost District.
Yes, it is. Good numbers, 640 wheel horsepower and 606 torque. Happy with that. Thing sounds really good. It's performing really well for an entry level kit. Like, you can get this in your own garage if you have a C8 Corvette. Buy the box, get in yours. You can buy the exact same tune from us, ready to go, including the Antilag, including the two-step, including the, if you want an option, obviously with the boost by gear and everything else that we offer, it's available. It's pretty damn cool. Excited here. All right. Talk about this. The final numbers on this car made 640 horsepower and how much torque? 606 torque. Pretty good numbers. Entry level, power level, what the clutch can hold. We're not limited by the turbo kit. There's the exact same turbo kit that we use in the Stingray, which makes 1200 wheel horsepower, and it's gonna be the foundation of a lot of the kits that we build here in-house too. So lots of things to come on that. The turbo kit can hold its own. It has a 1500 horsepower ATS core in it at the moment that we use, which is pretty badass. So let's talk about the final number, 640, 606. Now I'm gonna take that run out so we can talk about the differences too. So top mount turbo kit versus the bottom mount turbo kit. We might make a complete video separate showing both of them because they're both badass setups. We've done a lot of bottom mount kits, and now we're showing you guys what a top mount kit can do. The main thing really on the top mount kit is how the power comes in. Since the turbo kit is so much closer to the engine, there's a shorter run for your exhaust to go into the turbo to spool up, which makes it quicker to spool up, and the numbers show that too. So at 3000 RPM right here, these are torque levels. Torque 505 torque on the top mount, 421 on the low mount kit. That's 80 wheel torque at 3000 RPMs. Now what does that mean? That means when you punch the gas pedal at 30 miles per hour, you're gonna be able to wind up your tires and do a burnout if you want to. So if you're not respectful with the throttle, you can get in a lot of trouble because you will actually feel the power. The power doesn't come in like a big lag, like this is not really a big lag, but you can still see that there's a lag in place. With the red line, you can see the power is more gradual, like a supercharger almost, you know? The power comes in early and it stays on pretty well. So a lot of things to be had on the turbo kit. We love the low mount turbo kit because it looks awesome. You can see it, like when you look at a car, overlay a photo right here, you're just in awe. You know it's boosted, you know it's twin turbo, you know it looks badass. The top mount kit is a little bit more performance in that we see as far as like drivability. You're not driving the car at 5,000 RPM to 6,500 RPM. You're driving the car from 1,500 when you're just getting off a red light and punching it, and all the way to 4,000 RPMs when you're just shifting around, messing around the streets. That's how you really drive it, and that's when you really will notice the difference in this. So, really happy with how this is performing. Now that you guys have seen all the numbers, all the sounds it's made, what do you guys think? Comment down below. I want to hear you guys. Do you want to see this thing, more of this? And do you want to have one, right? Like, should we do a giveaway on a top mount turbo kit? I really am excited on these C8 Corvettes, and I as much as I'm excited on the other side of this wall, which is our big shop, I'm more excited about the DIYers. So the last several months has been a big DIYer on the C8 Corvette. We've made it look really easy as far as what we build on parts, with our programming, our tuning, our wiring, our fuel system. Put it in a box, ship it to you guys. You get some all their parts all in one box, and you're ready to rock and roll in a weekend. This is a entry-level power, 640 horsepower. Imagine with this with a clutch and a flex fuel kit, this thing will make low 700 wheel horsepower at the least. That's pretty cool. We appreciate you guys watching today's video. Comment down below on what was your best part. Was it the build? Was it the parts? Was it a dyno? I want to hear it. I really want to know what you guys would like, so we can keep doing more of it. So, appreciate you guys' support from the beginning. We've grown a lot, and thank you so much for that. So, I'll leave it right here. Thank you so much for everything. We'll see you guys in the next one. Stay boosted. Thank you.